Hello everyone, my name is Michael SK and welcome back to the Melody of Grisaia. So, don't really remember what happened last time except that we have started our babysitting job or whatever the hell you want to call it. And that's like I said, I really don't remember what happened last time. It's been a few days. So, let's jump right back in and see where we are. Yeah, so I guess we just started this shit. I think there was a little bit of miscommunication as we came in on our first day, but whatever. I guess now that I'm thinking about it, I guess last time we also got our mission briefing. We understand what's going on, why we're doing what we're doing, and yeah, so let's get back into this, guys. I'm Japanese for now. Even I sometimes ask myself, who am I today? I get told the same thing IRL. That's why I'm still alive, you know. What I said, the guys who don't get hung up on questions of principle are the ones who live longer. This 9-year-old is pretty damn confusing. Yeah, like when a poster says no posters, right? The world's full of contradictions. From what I can tell, it looks like she's at least able to get changed by herself. That's not a button undone, or there's not a button undone, or a frill unfrilled. It's not like she's a little madam, who can't get a single thing done without servants around. You look beautiful, milady. Even if you're fine, milady, that'd cause trouble for me. This is my job too. Nope, I can't. I'd like you to protect yourself. A lot of these sorts of missions fail when the client lets down their own guard, simply because they get too complacent with having a bodyguard around. So think of my presence as a kind of insurance for when you feel unable to protect yourself, milady. It's a mistake to feel satisfied with the results you get when you're relying on other people. It's not that I don't intend to protect you. I'll do everything in my power to keep you safe. But I'm not perfect. I said that you wouldn't get too comfortable. Or I said that so you wouldn't get too comfortable. So you guessed, huh? Well, even a child like her would understand what it means to get stuck with a chump like me as a personal bodyguard. Ugh. What the fuck? This person's really confusing. Avenge, huh? Sure. Understood. Where are you going? Yes, milady. Women have no idea how painful it really is for men to go shopping with them. It's true. It's not so bad if they ask the man for his opinion when they're buying watches, cars, or appliances, but when they go clothes shopping, they never intend to ask the man's opinion from the get-go. If I let her see through my bored or plainly agonized expression, though, it'd make her sad, angry, shocked. Why did I get myself into this mess? I feel like I've gotten in way over my head. Not to mention, men are the sort of creatures to end up ranting and raving when a girl in mortal danger goes shopping without a care in the world. It takes a calm judgment and serious endurance when a man's put in this kind of situation. When a woman wants to go shopping, go with her. Successful bodyguard duty naturally depends on how much you restrict the client's freedom. If you tell her she can't do this or that, it's only a matter of time before she cracks from the stress she's built up. What's important is compromise. If I let her do one thing, she has to put up with something else from me. I can't be too strict, but not too soft either. I'll make sure the client has a good awareness of danger. A bit of toughness, and I'm liking this music here. I can barely hear it because I'm always talking, because I kind of have to, but it sounds pretty chill. It's the same with training border collies. It's important that you make them learn as you play with them. Basically, no matter how selfish the girl's being, I won't make a face about it. I'll take anything she throws at me. It's what I thought, but I was too naive. Marion Garland, that's her name, is definitely no ordinary little girl. She's fundamentally self-centered. She's not happy unless she's first in line for everything, and getting her hands on what she wants is a matter of course. Maybe it's because she's an only child, but she doesn't even realize how selfish she is. She brazenly walks into top designer boutiques that would make any adult freeze up and demands this one and that one, buying item after item. She never asks whether anything suits her either. She'll buy anything she lays her eyes on. She'd rather buy it and regret it than regret not buying it. That's a good one. She shows no hesitation. That's a pro for you. Naturally, the man carries the bags. She's not so foolish as to question my fashion sense, but neither does she intend to ask for my opinions. I'm just there to walk close behind her and do nothing but carry the increasing number of shopping bags. Given the situation, I'm as carefree as I can be, though I can feel my heart being emptied as one massive purchase after another is made before my eyes. When she's bought too much to carry, she has her purchases delivered to her hotel room. My guess is that having me take them back with us would seem unrefined to her. Certainly, you can just picture her mother acting the same way. Shop after shop, you can't help but pity the husband, her father, when you think of the hardships he goes through, witnessing this on a daily basis. I've noticed that these side stories seem to have a little bit more mistakes than the main games, and I think that's just because it's carried on by Front Wing. I don't get it. I feel like I don't totally understand the situation as to how these games are put out there. I know Sekai, or whatever the fuck project, is heavily involved with the main games, but Front Wing is pretty much all that's involved with these side stories, I think. I don't know, I could be wrong.
Hora, Kazami, 何をしているの? さっさと次のお店に行くわよ。ぐずぐずしないの。
I'm not trying to bash on Front Wing or anything, like, you know, everyone's good here, I think. But I was just pointing something out. I'm letting my mind ramble. Yes, milady, where are we off to next?
あのお店で靴を買うわ。店先から店内を見たとき、なかなか景色が良かったの。
If a shop's goods take her fancy, she'll go so far as to describe it as having a decent outlook, proof that she never looks at the price tag. Marion bursts into the shop without a care, just as she did with all the others so far, and buys all the shoes that catch her eye. Marion's gaze stops on a single pair of boots, and she says that she'll try them on right here. To be honest, I don't want her changing into shoes she hasn't broken in. If she were to start saying her feet hurt after 10 minutes of wearing them, it would only add another problem to an already problematic situation. However, in that case, she'll probably just say that she'll buy another, more comfortable pair.
ちょっと風見、ブーツの紐がほどけてしまったわ。
Yes?
だから、ブーツの紐がほどけたのよ。あなた、
shit.
ひざまずいて結び直しなさい。
Right away. Pardon me. I placed the heaving shopping bags down. Heaving? Okay. With her hands on her hips and the composure of a queen, Her Majesty stomps her outstretched foot down on the ground. As I kneel at her feet, I wonder what on earth am I doing, and experience a dizzying degree of irritation. I wouldn't have been so annoyed if she'd said so much as a please, but that's part of being a little madam, I suppose. After all.
日本人は本当にダメね。
Fuck.
全然気が利かないのね、あなた。
Now that's going a little far. Upon which, I resort to shrugging my shoulders, palms upward. I've had it up to here. Of course, I gave up on the idea of shouting her down or blowing her brains out with my gun. Letting out a little sigh, I laced the boots up using a tight military knot. I'm a little nervous about continuing the job if this carries on. So before long, I find myself in tears on the phone to JB, like a new hire sobbing on the phone to their mother. No more, please, no more. It took all the strength I had to hold myself back from saying, like hell I will, you tie them. Give me a break. Get someone else to take my place. Huh, this ain't no lady. So yeah, I think this is the conversation that was had in the Labyrinth of Grisaia. She's a child first of all, and the type who's convinced they're special. She can't process the fact that other people look at the world differently. But honestly, she's too much work. I don't know the first thing about looking after children. Yeah, this was definitely a conversation that was had in the grand route of the Labyrinth of Grisaia. I don't know what that is, huh? Oh wait, maybe that's it. I don't know how to treat her because I think of her as a child. Maybe I should think of her more as a lady, just on the smaller side. She bought her own clothes and bags. Maybe later we'll watch a sad movie or something. I'll take her out to a fancy Italian restaurant. I can see it now. As we're watching some cheap romantic movie, I'll watch from the corner of my eyes for her tears to start flowing, and then ask her if she's crying, which she will deny outright, and that's undeniably cute. When we're out for food, I'll tell her she's a sloppier eater than I expected, and wipe her mouth with a napkin. Then I'll say, well, that's what's cute about you, and she'll puff out her cheeks as they redden. So cute. If we have a little to drink after the meal, the first thing to come out will be complaints about work, and I'll listen without saying anything. Even if she's wrong, disagreeing isn't an option. While chiming in now and again, I'll listen to whatever conclusion she comes up with. She'll sigh, and that's when I'll give her advice. I'll gently hint that there are other ways to do things, and say that her stubbornness until now has been a front. She'll straighten up like you won't believe. Ah, so cute. So basically the same way I treat you, JB. I just felt like you helped me figure out what to do. Thanks, Julia. You're always there for me. I'm grateful to you. She's gotta, like, work over that issue where if anyone says her first name, she just loses it. Like, not in a bad way, but not in a good way either. Is it okay if I call you if I'm in trouble again? If I get out of this in one piece, I'll bring a souvenir back to Japan for you. See you then. With a change of attitude, even loud-mouthed, dim-witted girls can surprise you with how cute and frank they can be. I already gained the skills and experience for that. I find it strange that when I think of a girl as a miniature JB, it suddenly sounds like an easy job to me. Let's turn this around. Now obviously there aren't any romantic films aimed at 9-year-olds, and stuffing her with food and getting her tipsy so she'd complain about school is out of the question as well. So I should take her to the zoo, just as Asako did when she couldn't figure out what to do with me. Then, as you do with children, I'll take her to a slightly upmarket ramen shop and break the ice by asking her if she's enjoying school. With a few stabs of I see, amazing, and not your fault, I'll suggest sympathetically that she should start by clearing up other people's misconceptions of her. That sounds good. This might work if it were JB. Could it work on this demonic mini JB too? Applying this technique to the problem, I work out a solution. Sometimes arriving at an answer can be a long slog when you're reconfiguring a bad situation into a good one. That's what it means to apply your knowledge and practice, I guess. So now my question is, was that a word-for-word, like, transfer of a conversation and dialogue, or everything that we just read, from the Labyrinth of Grisaia to this side story? Because if it was, I guess I really can't complain. This takes place at the same time as something else took place in the Labyrinth of Grisaia. This is just expanding that thing. Hopefully that made sense. Breathe in. Breathe out. Yes, my lady. Kazami at your service.
あなた仮にも私の護衛でしょ？私に探させてどうするのよ？
Apologies. Somehow I just can't get used to being beside such a fair maiden.
早くいらっしゃいな。どんくさいのね。あなたどんくさ星からやってきたどんくさ星人なの？殴るわよ。地球へようこそって。
Wow, I guess she really is a 9-year-old. Was that Bill Smith?
いいから、さっさと荷物を持ちなさい。
Shall I have them sent to the hotel?
そこにある分を持って帰るわ。タクシーを呼んで。
Yes, my lady. Stamina is the making of a soldier. If you find yourself saying, oh, this is nothing in some shitty battlefield, you'll be at home there within a few days. Dissatisfaction arises when things deviate from your personal expectations. The sooner you resign yourself to thinking, that's how it is, that's the sort of creature she is, or that's the kind of religion it is, the harder it becomes to get worked up. Even here, with a supernatural degree of calm, I pack the trunk of the taxi tight with the mountain of items Miss Moneybags purchased. Damn, Yuuji looks so depressed with this job. God damn. Where are we off to next?
買い物は済ませたし。いいわ。次はあなたに任せてあげる。
I see. Then how about we go to the zoo?
動物園って、あなた、まだ私を子供扱いするつもりなの？
I mean, she doesn't exactly look like a child, but then again, you really never know with, like, anime. I want to go for myself. I heard the Washington National Zoo has pandas.
あなた、パンダなんか見たいの？子供ね。
Yeah. Even grown-ups go to zoos. Being a grown-up's not much fun most of the time. You should make the most of being young. Enjoy things only kids can get away with enjoying, while you're still being treated like a kid by the people around you.
子供は子供らしくなんて、大人の勝手な言い分だわ。
Well, no. I always got told, like, oh, you're 13 now, grow the fuck up, like, act like an adult or something like that. And I'm like, what the fuck, I'm still a kid. What am I doing? That's right. Even though it's the grown-up's fault, you can't live like other kids. What is it?
あなたは大人なの？
I don't know.
それとも子供なの？
Honestly, do not know. Depends what other people want me for. What do I look like to you?
子供。
Then let's go with that.
あなた私をバカにしてるでしょ。
And that's what a man does, my lady.
偉そうに。
You don't know the half of it.
何よ。
Nothing. Something just caught my eye. Driver, widen the distance between us and the car in front, please.
どうして？何？敵？
Not quite. We mustn't get close to the guy in front.
普通の車に見えるわよ。
You'll know when they put on the brakes. Look, can you tell that he only has one brake light on?
それが？
So that means the guy either hasn't noticed his brake lights out, or he's a douchebag who has noticed but doesn't care. Nothing good will come out of sticking too close.
大げさね。たかがランプ一つで。
It can be a big deal. Depends on the situation, really. Brake lights are designed for the sake of the people around you. How you treat your brake lights says a lot about you. And just as I was saying, an accident.
嘘。
A guy driving a sloppy car will drive sloppily. Think of someone driving without a brake light as if they're driving while high. That's what my master told me when I got my driver's license.
偶然でしょ？
Maybe, but the key to avoiding danger is to keep an eye on even the smallest hazards.
あなたつまらないことを知ってるのね。
There are a lot of important things I don't know though. That's because I didn't attend a normal school.
そう。
Ah, we're getting a little close to her. I'm seeing that. I kind of like that. I kind of like that we're getting a little bit close to this character. She's not as stuck up when you have like a normal conversation with her. Like, yeah, she's definitely different. She's a different 9-year-old just because she's from a rich family or whatever. But I don't know. When you pay close attention to the world around you, you notice all sorts of things that don't make sense. If you make a habit of it, you'll end up like a child playing Spot the Difference in their puzzle book, and you'll soon be able to find the differences clear as day. For a moment, I get a nagging feeling, despite the zoo being full of young families and couples. Even I don't realize why at first. It's usually afterwards when I can pin it down. The important part is knowing something's not right or something strange right off the bat. Once you've noticed, you can take precautions. 3 people, huh?
何をぼーっとしているの？パンダを見に行くんでしょ？
About that, milady. How about we go see the crocodiles before seeing the pandas?
何？
We can take our time since there are fewer people.
私ワニなんて見たくないし。
Well, I do. Did you know, milady? Crocodiles can't see straight ahead. That's why crocodile handlers stand in front of them.
それも師匠に習ったの？
Nope. I watched Amazing Animals on the flight here. Have you heard of Professor Dave? No, but I can't wait to do his section in the Labyrinth of Grisaia.
知ってるけど見ないわよ。動物見て何が楽しいの？
Wait a minute, his show's fucking stupid. He always gets bitten from all the stupid shit he does. What the hell?
スポーツ中継も同じ。人がサッカーや野球をしてるの見て何が楽しいの？ましてや動物なんか見て何が面白いのよ。
In a way, it really just depends. Like, if you're really into learning about animals, you'll be in it. Or if you're into like the sport that's on or the teams that are playing, you'll be really into it. But a lot of people really see that kind of stuff as kind of like just stuff to have out in the background. Like, it's interesting to just glimpse at, really. I guess so. But isn't that different to seeing them at a zoo? Take a look around. There are lots of couples and families, aren't there? It's unusual for people to come here alone.
だから？
That's because it's boring to see animals on your own, don't you think? Seeing anything's fun when you're a couple.
バカバカしい。誰といても退屈なものはどこまで行っても退屈だわ。
When you're part of a couple, you work hard to make sure the other person doesn't get bored. If you want to do that, you first have to have some fun yourself. If a woman notices that a man's bending over backwards to enjoy himself, she'll go out with him. Isn't that what a good woman does? And isn't the zoo the best place to test the man's ability to be considerate?
そういう駆け引きが嫌いな女だっているわ。
Are you bored when you're with me, milady? Exactly. Oh shit. Ow. Ah, bad news, milady. My face has been bashed in and I can't see straight.
そういう冗談いいから。
Why did you hit me just now?
あなた顔が近いのよ。
Damn, dude. Where are you going?
おトイレよ。ついてこないで。
Well, I guess we technically can't. Beg your pardon. Now then, if I were the enemy, I'd see this as the perfect chance to strike, while the bodyguard's separated from the target. They'd take care of the bodyguard first, somewhere the target couldn't see. Then they'd wait until the target came out of the bathroom. If some guy in a suit pretended to be a replacement bodyguard, it'd be a piece of cake for him to take her away without so much as a yelp. Well, that much is obvious.
まったく人のこと散々子供扱いして何様のつもりよ。
Wait,
自分だって大して年変わらないくせに。
how old is Yuuji? Isn't he like 15 or 16 or something like that now? She's 9! That's a pretty big difference. Wait, is it? 9 minus... Oh, wait. Whatever.
いるのよね。ああやって僕は君のこと何だって分かってるんだよって顔で近づいてくる男。会ってまだ間もないのに あなたが私の何を知ってるってのよ。
It's because he's trying to... He's pretending you're someone else. Oh shit! What the
そ
hell?
もそもタイプじゃないのよね。ああいう優しいだけが取り柄みたいな男って。
I guess Yuuji was right. There's people here.
決断力に欠けるっていうか、こっちがビシッとした答えが欲しい時でも、君がいいと思うならそれでいいと思うよとか、自分ってものがないタイプよね。
I mean, we're at the zoo.
まあそういう男も嫌いじゃないけど、急に雨が降ってきた時とか、私がどこにいようと傘を持って迎えに来るタイプだし、基本的には犬みたいに従順よね。
Alright.
ああいう犬みたいな男は飼い主であるご主人様がしっかりとリードを引いてあげないと何もできないのよね。まあ男なんてみんなそうだけど、
Men are stupid.
逆にちゃんとしつければどんな男でもそれなりには成長するものだし。
God, he's still fighting. What the fuck?
よし。あれ、ちょっと風見、どこへ行ったの？風見。
Yes. Sorry to keep you waiting, my lady.
何やってたのよ。
Oh
なん
God.
か話が出ているわよ。
God damn, this story is hella good. I love this shit. I'm fine.
こっちへいらっしゃい。拭いてあげるから。
Apologies.
まったく、人がおトイレに行ってる間にハーハーして鼻血を出してるんじゃないのよ。気持ち悪いわね。それと私が呼んだらどこで何をしていようとすぐに来るの。分かった？
Yes, milady. She decides things for herself, and when she does ask for others' opinions, she doesn't even listen to what they say. She seems like a troublesome girl at first, but in fact, there's nothing simpler than a girl who has such a clear idea of what she likes and dislikes. Provided you pick up on what she likes and what she hates, and keep those things in mind during idle conversation, you won't have any problems. It's the same principle as when my sister Kazuki said, you won't fail the test if you pay attention in class every day. That's pretty simple.
風見、動物はもう飽きたわ。次に行くわよ。
Where would you like to go next?
どこでもいいわ。いちいち私に決めさせないで。
So you don't mind where we go?
いいわ。付き合ってあげる。
Oh, damn, dude. Then let's see a movie.
何のひねりもないのね。
What the fuck, dude? A twist is but a distortion of a conclusion you've already reached. Ha ha ha. Men are often confronted with this problem. When asking the girl what she wants to eat, she'll reply with anything's fine. Sometimes they'll hesitate, wondering what the other person would be happy to eat. But there's actually a simple answer to that. Just ask, can we go with what I like? If the guy tries to guess his partner's tastes and gets it completely wrong, he'll usually get an earful. But if he makes it clear from the start that he's going for what he likes, she won't say, you don't get me at all, and end up destroying the mood if he picks something she dislikes. The most he'll get is surprise, you like this sort of thing. If he just explains earnestly that he enjoys it, she's more likely to be understanding. Just as men try desperately to find out women's likes and dislikes, women also want to know what men like. They should just both be open about their preferences. So we've come full circle to the original question, but also hit on a big conundrum. What on earth do I like? My answer to that question changes depending on my mood that day. When asked, I just broaden the parameters of the question to things I don't dislike, and limit my choices to whatever best fits the situation. Of course, my master's words come to mind too. One day, when I was struggling to decide what to eat for dinner, my master quietly shut her eyes, half sneered, and said, there aren't many guys who'd complain about curry in a movie. I was still young back then. Typically, everything she said left a deep impression on me, because I thought it all had meaning behind it. But it's only recently that I realized it sounded cool, but she was really saying something pretty ordinary. Oh shit, they're at a movie theater for like... Well, this is an interesting looking movie theater right here. Alright, well, and holy shit, there's a lot of stations to pick up your tickets. It's not like this in my area. There's like maybe 2 windows and that's it. But the food and drink area, that's realistic for sure. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna end it here, guys. I don't know if the next episode will be the finale. I honestly have no idea when the finale is coming up. I haven't been cross-checking, so maybe the next episode will be the finale, maybe it won't. I have an idea of how close we could be, but yeah, I really don't know. So, regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe. I honestly really like that. We're on the second part. I don't know how many parts there are. Maybe I can look that part up. Actually, what if we just went back to the main menu? Let's go back to the main menu here. If we go to the CG gallery. Oh yeah, I don't think the next episode's going to be the finale. We've got quite a few scenes to see. So, I guess expect maybe two or three more episodes. I know this one isn't as long as the... What was the one before? The Afterglow of Grisaia. So, anyways, thanks again for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed all that great shit. And I'll see you guys next time with the Melody of Grisaia. Take it easy, guys.